Ding. No, I think it's a wise move. Although I've made fun of psychiatry in the past, I think it's important for some people.
Elijah, I'm talking about Beaumont here. Maura's straight, Cynthia, whatever.
So what, he's gonna tell you that she's a neuro or something?
I don't know. Just don't you ever eat?
Not in front of other people.
Studios down here wrote a very nice and flattering letter and wants to know why Mrs. She did not undertake
her rather tart.
Who are you calling a tart?
Because of people watching me.
You're just jealous. Come on.
My favorite.
Mine.
How do you know?
Well, because the curly cues and what have you, when you cook them, they get very squishy, and you don't like squishy in your mouth.
They get squishy. Cynthia, are we done yet?
Not yet. Let's go for a nature walk. Here we go. What's this man's story?
Poor old Bobby. Frightens the children. Rather sad.
Oh, now, don't dismiss him. Look, he's doing a very good job. Takes pride in his work. I'm sure he's got a lot of dignity. Cats.
Really?
Strays, tons of them.
Mrs. McKillicuddy's home for fallen felines.
I bet she never married.
I bet she did. That's why she turned to cats.
You come when I call.
You have to marry me.
I know.
Is there something troubling you, Mr. Prince?
Well, yes, I think there is, yes.
Have you been to see a psychiatrist before?
No, never have.
May I ask who recommended me to you?
Well, it was another patient of yours, actually, Cynthia Baker. She also went by another name, Maura Sard.
Oh, yes. How can I help you?
She's an interesting person, don't you think?
Actually, she hasn't been in to see me in quite some time. I'm frankly surprised she recommended me.
Look, to tell you the truth, I'm trying to find her. I mean, I don't suppose there's any chance you could tell me when you saw her last.
Mr. Prince, If this is the only reason you came to see me, I'm afraid I won't be able to help you.
You see, I'm her husband.
Sorry?
Look, I have to find her. Surely you can see that.
It just wouldn't be ethical to talk about a patient without permission, even if she is your wife.
Look, I'm not asking you to betray any confidences. I just need to know where she is. I mean, just a clue, a phone number or a friend or somewhere where I might be able to find her.
I hope you don't. For your own sake.
I'm sorry, I don't understand you.
Let me show you something. I made this tape a few years ago when she was hospitalized under my care.
Not real, you know that. Anyway, in any case, they're not as strong as I am.
She often appeared confused,
So,
experienced extreme headaches. Correct?
I'm holding on to my faith. God will see me through and soon I'll be well.
That isn't Cynthia. It isn't her.
That is the truest her there is. What can be called the core self. Everything else is delusional, invented.
Why do you hate Elizabeth? Oh, poor Elizabeth. I'm crying my fucking eyes out for the neurotic bitch. Fuck her! Don't you have any real cigarettes? Cut!
Can you talk to me then?
There's nothing to say.
I don't subscribe to the theory of multiple personality myself. She isn't different people within one body. It's more accurate to say she's walled off various aspects of a single personality.
How do you feel then?
All right. Of course, I'd rather be somewhere else.
You know you're here for your own good. You want to get better, don't you?
Better than what?
Cynthia's a superego personality, a wish fulfillment figure, a ghost.
Everyone's different things to different people at different times, aren't they?
Like words.
What do you want from me?
Question.
I don't know.
That doesn't bother you?
No. I'll know when I find it.
Sometimes she'd revert, take refuge in an infantile state.
So what happened? What made her like this?
She never told you.
She said something about foster homes, a father she never knew.
Her mother was a schizophrenic. She did terrible things to the child. Beatings, tortures, unspeakable things. I never learned the specifics. She could never talk about them. The mother committed suicide when Elizabeth was 12. The early traumas caused her personality to splinter. A response to stress, to emotional conflict, is flight, escape. In your case, she probably recognized that she didn't belong with you. that it wasn't real.